Cuisine of Gods. The food ghost roared, crispy and chewy kimchi pancake. Bring it to me right now. Daejang-gyeom urged. Jung-woo, hurry. This guy is going to get away. The food ghost bellowed. The oil should seep out a little and not be too thick. Park Jian-woo snapped. We have a picky customer here, really, he muttered to himself. First, let's use the kimchi we have. The one they use at Taemyeok is definitely Uncle Hong Si-won's kimchi. Cold and watery batter. That's how it gets crispier. He remembered Hong Si-won's words. You could say that controlling the heat is everything for pancakes. Park Jian-woo cried out, yes, that's the exact temperature. All right, let's go. The food ghost screamed, Kwa, I'm dying to eat. Park Jian-woo said, flip it. The pancake dropped. The food ghost, Grim Reaper, and Daejang-gyeom watched the pancake fall. Park Jian-woo shouted, open your mouth, pancake going in. He slapped the pancake midair with his pan, sending it flying toward the food ghost. The food ghost thought to himself, that day snow was falling heavily. It felt like there was a hole in the sky. I overheard people saying that day was Lunar New Year's Day. For people like us, with nowhere to go, holidays didn't matter. We just liked it when churches or kind groups came and gave out food. An old man said, Tisk, instead of rice soup, why don't they bring some holiday food? The food ghost thought, looking back now, I was spoiled for someone in my position. I was even complaining about the side dishes. Another old man asked, may I sit here? The food ghost thought the others were shocked. Park Jian-woo thought it was shocking for such a great person to sit with people like us. A man with a mustache whispered, that face looks familiar. His friend said, isn't that the master of Korean cuisine, Hong Si-won? The food ghost thought, who would have known he'd sit among us mayflies? Hong Si-won said warmly, we're going to make some holiday food together. Well, are there any dishes you'd like to eat? He brought out a portable stove and a rattan wok. The food ghost thought, did the heavens hear me complaining about the side dishes? That's how we ended up sitting together, sharing pancakes. The old master said, in the old days, every holiday was like this. Smelling the oil and eating pancakes. Hong Si-won added, I also had a time when I was a penniless wretch with no one to rely on, when my business failed and I barely survived day by day. Try to think back to a moment in your life when you felt that life was delicious. That moment was surely with good people. Remember those warm memories and start over. The food ghost thought, it had been so long since I had such a heartfelt conversation. We talked without realizing how much time had passed. I even felt like I had become friends with Mr. Hong Si-won. Then a lump formed in my chest. Something welled up inside me. He remembered saying, it's late, but I should light a fire in my life starting now. He continued in his heart, I thought deeply about the happiness Mr. Hong Si-won spoke of. Thinking I had nothing more to lose, I made up my mind. The very next morning, I went to the community center. When they said someone like me could get a job, can you imagine the thrill in my heart? I took the money I had set aside for soju and bought a pair of shoes. It had been so long since I bought something new with my own money. But on the stairs back to the shelter, the snow from the day before had piled up and turned into ice. Maybe my legs were weak from walking for the first time in so long, even though I had eaten well the day before. Once I slipped, my body rolled down helplessly. Of course, things had been going too smoothly. There was no one there, no one to pick me up, no one to notice. Beyond the fence, dim lights were shining, but the alley itself was just dark. This is so unfair. I had just decided to try living again. Is this how it ends? To end like this was truly unbelievable. But strangely, even as my body grew cold, all I could think about was that man's kimchi pancake. It might sound funny, but just one piece of kimchi pancake. I walked, thinking only of that. I walked for a long time as if possessed. The place I arrived at was this Taemyeok. It was as if that taste was calling me. After coming here, my longing for kimchi pancake grew even stronger. I feel sorry for this young lady. She suffered because of me for no reason. This is the taste. To think this kimchi pancake was my last wish. But are you perhaps Mr. Hong Si-won's son? Your handiwork has an unusual touch. Park Jian-woo looked at the food ghost seriously. The spirit began to fade and said, this has been a long and boring story. It is time for me to go now. The lingering resentment fixated on a single kimchi pancake seems to be fading away. Thank you. The food ghost vanished. Grim Reaper sighed. Huff! It is over. Daejang-gyeom said weakly, I am tired. Shim Se-hee woke up slowly and said, huh? Grim Reaper exclaimed, wow, she woke up. But, can she see me? Shim Se-hee, still confused, muttered, huh? Suddenly, the door opened. Jo Sung-joon shouted, you two were here? Park Jian-woo and Shim Se-hee turned to look at him. Jo Sung-jun said, "There was a cart outside, so I came in. What in the world were you doing hiding here?" Park Ji-woo and Shim Se-hee looked at each other. Park Ji-woo scratched his head and mumbled, "Yeah, what happened?" Shim Se-hee, sweating, suddenly hugged Park Ji-woo's arm, pressing her soft chest against him. She said, "So the food ghost is gone now, right?" Park Ji-woo said awkwardly, "Could you maybe take your arm off my shoulder?" Shim Se-hee pointed at Dae Jang-geum and Grim Reaper, asking, more importantly, "Aren't these guys ghosts too?" Grim Reaper shouted, "Hey, these guys? We are different from those ghosts from earlier." Dae Jang-geum pretended to read and said, "That is right." Park Ji-woo blinked in confusion. "Wait, Se-hee, can you see those two too?" Grim Reaper said, "Yeah, she has been seeing us the whole time." He continued, "She got possessed by a food ghost once, and now she can see ghosts. In simple terms, it is a situation similar to yours, Ji-woo." Shim Se-hee suddenly pressed Grim Reaper's cheeks with both hands and said playfully, "So you are a ghost too? You are cuter than I thought." Grim Reaper sputtered, "Someone much younger than me." "I am not a ghost, I am a Grim Reaper." Dae Jang-geum sighed. "Please be quiet. I am researching 21st century cuisine." Shim Se-hee smiled faintly. "Anyway, I do not remember exactly what happened in the meantime, but thanks to you guys, I feel like I am back to normal. Thank you so much." Dae Jang-geum and Grim Reaper quietly looked at her. But then Shim Se-hee suddenly hugged Park Ji-woo's arm again, clinging tightly. Park Ji-woo flinched and stammered, "Okay, so could you please back away a little?" A few moments later, the sexy red-haired teacher with glasses stood before the gathered students and said, "Everyone worked hard today. Before we go back to the dorms, there is one announcement. As you all know, there is only 1 month left until the competition. Out of the 150 junior chefs gathered here, the number of people who will go to the finals is only 20. A student gasped, "What? Only 20 people?" Another muttered anxiously, "Is not the competition rate too high?" The teacher nodded firmly. "There will be a total of 3 tests to select the 20 finalists. I will now reveal the first test. A Korean meal consists of 3 elements: rice, side dishes, and soup. The first of these is rice." She adjusted her glasses and continued, "The judging criteria are the ability to see good ingredients, the skill to bring out the inherent flavor of those ingredients, and the quickness to find hidden clues in the test area. We will evaluate comprehensively." Grim Reaper whispered, "The test does not look easy." Park Ji-woo smirked. "This will be fun." Grim Reaper tilted his head. "What is?" Park Ji-woo's eyes shone. "Competing against such amazing people gathered here. Everyone is putting their life on the line for cooking. That alone is amazing. In Sung-jun's scrambled egg roll, and in Senior GJ's splendid seaweed soup, the life they pursue was contained. I want to compete against all the chefs at this amazing restaurant called Taemyeok, and above all, Chef Nam Sung-hyun, who is called the successor of Uncle Hong Si-won. There will definitely be many mountains to climb to compete with that person. Still, if I can properly recreate all the dishes Uncle made for me, it is not impossible for me to win." Park Ji-woo clenched his fists and declared, "From now on, the competition has begun." The student in front of him broke into a nervous sweat. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.